republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, conceal carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Echols.
Here we are, once again. It is the end of the week, and Saturday evening has found us holed up in the war room, planning to take over. Never mind.
No. You can't let the plans out there, Tom.
Yeah, we're just here, just doing the podcast, tucked away in the war room. And should I finish it? Tucked away in the war room in the western end of the Magic Valley, in the high desert. And we had snow today, and then it ended up being kind of nice, and the wind's not blowing, the snow's all, I don't know what the hell Mother Nature is thinking anymore.
Now it's just mud, yeah.
Yeah, mud.
Beautiful
mud
sunset tonight, too, with all the clouds over there in the west.
Oh, was it? I got done with a class and ran inside and tried to find something to eat and came straight out here. So I haven't really eaten since breakfast.
Yeah.
It's time to get something to eat. Let's get this show done.
True.
So and we are on episode 267.
All right. Boy, they're just stacking up,
They're
aren't they?
stacking up
Holy cow.
like crazy. Now, if you go to look on Spotify, you go look on iTunes, good luck with that.
It's like number 3.
Yeah. And we still only have 12 listeners.
Really?
12.
We're up.
Hey, we are in the drum roll. That's a bad drum roll. We are in Mexico now.
Really?
We have one download, one listener in Mexico.
Well, I'll be buggered. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah. Send me up some chili
What?
Anyhow, we are in Mexico now. We have gone international. I'm looking for Australia. I'm looking for Central America.
True.
I'm looking for Africa.
Africa would be cool.
That would be Russia. The damn Russians are meddling with everything.
Well, if someone in Russia starts listening, we might get reeled into this Robert Mueller investigation there, Todd. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. We're looking for North Korea.
I don't want to be indicted.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, for something I did 15 years ago that wasn't even involved with the collusion.
Okay, this isn't the...
Oh, right, we're not a political story. Oh, sorry.
Political show, yeah.
I'm waxing political again, sorry.
Anyhow, what have you done this week, Dean, that was Second Amendment related? Anything?
Oh, boy. I tell you, I had No.
Nothing?
No.
You've done nothing?
No, well, looking on the internet and watching the stories that keep rolling out from places. I tell you, one quick thing, though, is I play the string bass, the upright bass. I play with the... I get called on to play with... Yeah, that big thing. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I play a lot of classical gigs around here.
Okay.
And had a rehearsal today over at Canyon Ridge High School. And, of course, it's a gun-free zone. And...
Killing field.
Oh, my gosh. I left my gun at home, and I felt completely naked. I hated that feeling.
So
Todd.
we've got you carrying enough now that when you don't have it, you feel completely naked.
Completely, yeah.
That's awesome, Dean.
Right.
I have achieved what I've set out to do.
I feel like I don't have my blankie. It's a horrible feeling.
It is. You always need to carry.
Right.
Wherever you legally can. I'm not encouraging any illegal actions. So that's good. I had a class today, Dean.
Yeah.
Pretty good sized class. 20, I think it was a total 26, 27. I get my numbers all messed up.
Oh, that's a huge class.
But it was a good class, big class. I had 3 groups of 9 shooting.
Wow.
So it was it's been a long day, man. My eyes probably look a little bloodshot.
Right? You got that smoker's cough going on?
A little bit, because we did use the indoor range because it was like a blizzard this morning.
Yeah.
Funny thing.
Huh?
So you go in there and we have the exhaust fans on, and they do okay. If there's a lot of shooters in there, that's a lot for any exhaust fan to keep up with. Okay. As I hear people kind of starting to cough a little bit, I got some older people in there. It is what it is. So we take a break, go out, get some fresh air, stretch a little, relax, whatever, get a snack, whatever.
Huh?
So the people that were complaining, it's getting kind of hazy in here. Kind of hard to breathe. What do? They walk outside and light up a cigarette.
They start smoking.
Are you freaking kidding me?
What a bunch of jackwagons.
You're
oh
going
my
to go
gosh.
out in the fresh air and light up a cigarette. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
whatever, to each his own.
Right.
I just kind of found that
Right.
a little ironic.
Like the people that keep coming seeing me in the clinic saying I'm short of breath, I can't breathe. Well, how much are you smoking? 2 packs a day? Okay.
That's right. Overachiever.
Right.
So anyhow, it was a good class today.
What were people shooting? What'd they bring?
Oh man, I had two Skies. Have you seen those?
what?
SCCYs.
No, I haven't even heard of that.
They aren't top of the line.
Are they like a high power?
They're mid. They're a nice, affordable, like 9mm.
Yeah.
But they have a really long, heavy trigger pull.
Oh.
And you can learn to shoot them, but for a beginning shooter, that's not necessarily a great firearm to learn on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it small and light?
It's a double stack, but it's small. But it's pretty light. It is. I mean.
The recoil kind of bite you, even for a 9?
Oh yeah, the recoil likes to bite, so it does do that. But we had a couple of those in there, and they're all fancy colored, pink and orange and
Oh, they come colored.
Tiffany blue and
Ooh.
yeah. Do you need a Tiffany blue one? I hook you up with a pink one.
Well, yeah, give me the pink one.
The pink one. So we had that. Just some SIGs, just regular firearms. Nothing that really. We had like 3 old Rugers, and they weren't the revolvers. Though. They were the old Ruger semi-autos.
Big blocky, boxy looking things. Yeah.
Big heavy paperweights.
Yeah.
But no, everyone shot pretty good. Yeah, we did the bullseye competition at the end of class, and the guy that won it was he was in his 70s.
Of course.
And he won. He said he hadn't shot a gun for 25 years, and he won the bullseye contest. It was
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was amazing. So he got a hat out of the deal. So
Awesome.
yeah, it was a good day. Had a good.
What was he shooting?
I don't even know.
True. Okay.
It might have been actually, I don't remember. Might have been a Taurus. I'm not certain. There was just a lot of people there. There was a lot going on.
Did you have any revolvers?
Yeah, I think I had a Smith and Wesson on the end. Guy, it was a 357 guy shooting 38s out of it.
Oh, good.
Had a little tiny, like an older 22 revolver.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to make a model. It wasn't on my end of the table. So what happens is when everyone shoots, I have a helper come in, and then he takes from the middle to the right, and I take from the middle to the left, or whatever we choose. And then those are the people we concentrate on that we help. I mean, I kind of oversee everything, but that way there's only like 3 or 4 people per range guy. So we can.
Well, that's good, especially when you got new people on the line.
It's a safety thing. So I didn't get to go up and down the range and look at all the different.
What everyone brought.
Yeah. So I did have a lot of reloaders. It's kind of funny. I have a lot of reloaders in the class today.
Oh.
And they all wanted their brass.
Of course.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
So I have to inform them that when you're shooting, do not bend down and pick it up during the class. You can get it all when you're done. Yeah. I won't sweep it up until we're done, and then you guys can pick up whatever you want. I just don't need you crawling on the ground or the table during the shooting portion. Yeah. And so everyone agreed to it. That was fine. So we get done with class. We take down targets. People are cleaning up. My wife is handing out the paperwork and playing cashier, and I'm running around talking to people. I always have a hard time after class. I want to clean up, but people want to talk to me, and I need to, I need to socialize and stuff, and I understand that. Out of the corner of my eye, and where we shoot at the indoor range, that floor is filthy.
Yeah, it's gross.
Just because it's a shooting range.
Yeah.
Okay, it's concrete floor. It does get swept, but there's a lot of crap in the air, a lot of dust floating around. I look over there, there's 2 guys on their hands and knees crawling through the brass, picking up their brass. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Is that like their individual brand? They're looking for the exact brass that they were shooting?
They must be, which is fine. If that's what they want to do, that is quite all right.
Wow.
But the fact that you're crawling, I don't even like to touch that brass with my hands. It's just filthy anyway.
That's a sick floor.
They're crawling on the floor. Whatever. Brass is important to people, so
right.
Yeah, I tried to tell them that since it should be mine because it hit the floor, they were only allowed the aluminum stuff. But they didn't.
Yeah, that's helpful for a reloader.
Yeah, they didn't want to take all that. So.
Oh shoot.
Other than that, class went smooth, and I got another one in the books, another one done.
Nice.
It's kind of nice, feels good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wore out.
Oh, I bet.
Mentally, physically, not so much. Mentally, the classes drain me.
Yeah.
And it's not one more than the other, just mentally, because there's a lot of people in there with firearms, a lot of people shooting guns, and I have to keep an eye on all of them. You know, and it's just mentally, it's just draining. I actually
It wears
feel it-
on you. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can feel it in my head. I've got a headache. My eyes are kind of bloodshot. But you know what? We do this podcast, and we talked about this. This podcast, we have so much fun doing this podcast.
Yeah.
We feel so good when we're done. I mean,
Yeah.
it just feels good in here to get in here and chat about everything that's happened during the week, gun-related and whatnot. So
It truly is therapeutic.
I mean, it really...
I'm still trying to convince my wife of that, but it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. You don't convince her. You just tell her.
Right.
Hopefully she doesn't listen to
God.
this.
No, I don't tell my wife anything.
I know you don't.
Don't.
So I did make another ammo purchase.
Yeah?
I did. I ordered
So what kind of stuff did you get? What were you?
9mm target ammo. I bought it through a place out of Utah. I found them online. They're called Octane Munitions. Now I will say that I'm not getting a kickback of any kind. Trust me, we're not
right.
getting. Deans, when the last time you've received a check from the podcast?
Let me think. Never. Actually, yeah.
I know. Me either. If anything, it's costing you your time, right?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But no, I ordered from Octane Munitions. I ordered a couple of rounds. Got a good price on them. I mean,
Did you get ball? Did you get lead? You get?
just ball target ammo. It'll come in bulk. It'll come in big plastic sacks, which is fine.
Is it jacketed or is it
Plated?
Plated, yeah.
I have no freaking clue. It's
that cheap is probably plated.
It's
yeah.
coppery color.
It looks like copper.
It looks like copper. So no, it's I bought. You could get actually right now, depending on how much you want to buy, you can buy 1,000 rounds for like $145.
That's like dirt cheap.
That's like dirt cheap, and they ship it. It's $20 flat freight.
For no matter how big your order is.
Yep.
Holy cow.
So yeah. So Octane Munitions, if anyone that works for them or knows them, let them know that I'm talking about this in the podcast. And if you get an influx of orders right now, you could sponsor the show or give us free ammo. We're good with that too.
For our 12 listeners.
Help, to be honest with you, we don't need a sponsorship. We don't need free ammo.
We just need tickets to SHOT Show. That's what you need.
Oh, well, we need that too. But at the very least, do you have a little sticker I can put on my vehicle or something, right?
A free sticker?
A free sticker.
Sure, yeah.
We need a free window sticker, Octane Munitions.
Yeah.
That's...
Octane, who has no idea who we are and probably never going to hear this.
No. When I release this, when I upload this to the internet, I'm going to tag them in it in one of my YouTube things. So maybe
maybe
they'll
Octane
find
will.
us.
Yeah, maybe they'll find it.
Maybe we'll. I don't know. Maybe no one's listening to us in Utah. I'm not sure.
I don't know. You gotta stop cussing if you're gonna go into Utah. Then.
Yeah, I just stay out of Utah. But anyhow.
Well, anyway.
So I
Did you get any 45?
no.
Just
I got
nines.
enough.
What?
That's like what I got there. 1, 2, 3. I got like 750 rounds. I'm good.
Okay.
I don't shoot my 45 that much.
Okay. Yeah, you need a bigger 45, one that's pleasant to shoot.
That one's just fine. I like my 9s.
Yeah. True.
So
True.
big news.
Yeah.
Big news. We constantly for the last 2 or 3 episodes, last couple episodes, we've talked about this school shooting down in Florida, right?
Yeah.
And it's out in the public. What are we going to do? Are we going to arm teachers? Are we going to do this? Are we going to do that? There's all these different options. I was actually thinking about this and been thinking about, what can I do? I want to help. I want to do whatever I can. And obviously, for right now, guns in schools might not be an option for a lot of people. I understand that, okay? Mm-hmm. They have to go through the right processes to get that done. But until then, I think the teachers all need to learn something, and I'm sure they go to other meetings and they learn this kind of active shooter type stuff, this run, hide, fight. Well, I decided that I would put together, I've already got a PowerPoint, the run, hide, fight PowerPoint that I've done before in other schools, and I thought I'd offer up, I thought I'd get a few hits on it, but I thought I'd offer up a free class for educators or people that worked in the education system at schools, custodians, whatever. And I thought I'd see if I could get some hits and give them a free class. It's like a 2 to 4 hour class, depending on the questions. They learn, run, hide, fight. There's no shooting involved. Uh-huh. We discuss things, discuss some different options, stuff that maybe they haven't thought about, point some stuff out, talk to them about the legal way that they could possibly get concealed carry in their schools here in Idaho, and I'd tell them the path to do so. I thought I'd get a handful of people that might want to take that.
So when did you start advertising?
I released it Friday morning early, about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And then I had my radio show that day, and I talked about it on the radio show.
Yeah.
On the AM station. 1310 KLIX, and then KZJ is the FM station. They went ahead and a buddy of mine grabbed it and went ahead and put an article on their Facebook page about it.
So it wasn't even on the air, just on. This is all Facebook and
my
and
radio,
the AM station.
Yeah, the AM station, and my phone just started lighting up. People tagging, people sharing, people emailing, people messaging me, people calling me, and by the time I left that radio station at a little after 10 o'clock that morning, by the time the day ended, I had almost 30 people signed up for that first class.
That's a full class.
It is a whole.
Do you have
class.
that many folding chairs over there?
I've got just enough, a few extra, and so I'm going to double check my numbers, and if I filled that class up all the way, I'm going to continue to do another one that afternoon. But the really cool thing is it garnered the attention of some media. It garnered the attention of the local TV station, KMVT, and they are going
Which
to...
affiliate are they?
Fox,
Fox, okay.
think. They are going to come out. They got a hold of me, and they want to come out, and I don't know if they're going to talk to me. I don't know what they're doing, but they're going to show up, probably put a little piece on it.
Like
I don't
during
know.
the class and take some pictures? And
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty big deal for Patriot Defense.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we're proud to be offering that, proud to be helping. Everyone told me that, law enforcement does this, law enforcement does that, and they probably do. They put on these meetings every year, or every quarter, or whatever, these active shooter classes for these school districts, and that's fine. But if that was enough, I don't think I would have
gotten the
response that I
From
did.
one day.
In one day. And granted, I'm going to kind of repeat the same thing. But, it is nothing. It doesn't hurt to hear that and learn that over and over and over again.
Right.
And the fact that I'm getting these teachers who work Monday through Friday that are interested, are getting a hold of me on their own and want to come to this class and spend a Saturday morning, everyone's day off,
Right.
of their own time to sit through a PowerPoint presentation and talk to me and whatnot, that tells me that there is a need there. And the teachers obviously they want something done. They want to be able to protect their students, the kids in their class. They're worried.
Yeah. Well, this just amazes me that you got such huge response off basically just Facebook, because the teachers are teaching, not listening to your radio show because you're on during the morning.
And I got to thinking too. The local school, Buell. A Buell school district, they were actually out of school on Friday. Castle Ford was canceled because they had a power outage. And so there's 2 schools that didn't even hear about it. I mean, this could blow up again on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Because I guarantee you people are talking.
Yeah.
I know people are talking.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm kind of excited. I'd love to do 2, 3, 4 of these. I do these all for free. I have no problem helping out, doing what I can do.
Yeah.
So something I'm really proud of. I'm really excited about. Give back to the community a little bit. I mean, I've had people over the last 4.5, 5 years I've been doing this. They've referred me to people. They've sent people. Their friends. They've all came. Lots of these people have come. They've taken classes. They've supported me. And I don't do a lot of advertising. I do word of mouth.
Word of mouth and Facebook. That's it.
Now the radio show.
Yeah.
And the podcast that 12 people in Mexico listen
Right.
to. But
¿Cómo estás?
That's right. But that's funny. But so I just appreciate the fact that everyone's helped me grow and expand. And I'm still able to do this. It's fantastic. So I just want to say thank you.
Sweet.
So thank you, Dean.
Me? What?
Yeah, thank you, Dean.
Oh, you're welcome.
So lots of news stories out this week.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps getting dumber and dumber.
And I know that they're good news stories when Dean responds to me on Facebook. When Dean responds via Facebook or on text message or whatever, I know that he finds this very entertaining or very important. I called Dean the other night. Did you get my message?
I got your message, yeah.
You freaking never called me back.
I know, I didn't even listen to the message until this afternoon.
Dang it, Dean.
I'm a horse's hind end, I know.
What kind of co-host are you?
I relish in my horse's hind endness. Yeah.
There you go. So tell me about some of these stories
that
you found so fascinating.
Well, and of course you sent these to me, and this is how I found the first one was from an MSNBC ran a spot on their channel, and they had this woman on there that wanted to make the point that the AR-15 is a death ray, and that Just like that story you sent me a while ago that my 45 is not a death ray. Well, apparently the AR-15 is a death ray. And she was saying how compared to a typical 9mm, that the AR-15 shoots 3 times as fast. And that compared to a revolver, it's so slow.
I knew it. I knew the revolvers were old. I knew they were outdated.
gosh, yeah.
I knew that they were slow. I knew there was something wrong with them, but I just could not put my finger on it.
Oh my gosh!
And now it's national news.
Here I'm looking at the picture of this jackwagon standing in front of her little PowerPoint. It says the semi-automatic fires 1 round when the trigger is pulled, and then the revolver cylinder advances manually.
Manually,
right?
So just
Except,
like
yeah,
a semi-auto will cycle when you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
A
cylinder
revolver
cycles
when
as
you
well.
pull
the
trigger.
Right, and you're only limited by how fast you can pull the trigger. Yeah.
Wonderful reporting.
That
I'm glad
was
that it's come out that
fantastic.
revolvers are slow and crappy.
And then she had, well, I tell you, and someone made the comment on Facebook, and I read on your Facebook page that says, I'd sure as hell hate to go up against Jerry McCulloch or his daughter with a revolver. I would much rather go up against someone with an AR-15. Jerry McCulloch can fire off and reload a revolver faster than anyone I've ever seen. The guy's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, he is amazing.
Amazing guy. Shows you the true potential of revolvers.
Them old outdated revolvers, Dean.
Oh, you're killing me,
they're
Todd.
slow. They're old.
Oh, you're just crushing me and just stomping me into the mud.
Well, if you didn't like a revolver, you know what you could do? You
Get a big rock.
You go buy one of those, fully semi-autos.
Oh, go full semi-auto.
Full semi-auto.
And I saw this is a report from CNN. They had this guy, oh my gosh, at a firing range. Now the report starts with, "This is what an AR-15 sounds like." And it's got the reporter actually shooting the AR-15.
Do you hear the power behind it?
Can you hear the power in the AR-15? And the guy, they got a camera set up downrange, showing him from the front, and he's grimacing. He looks like he's in pain, like it hurts to shoot this thing. First off, he's holding the stock about an inch away from his shoulder, so every time he pulls the trigger, it's slamming back into him. And anyone who shot an AR-15 or any kind of, it's a 223.
Yeah.
223 or 5.56.
5.56.
It's very similar rounds, and it's not.
Well,
that
they've got a
much
video
recoil.
that came out with 2 or 3 years ago when this same argument came up that it was all powerful round, is this all powerful gun. It was super mighty. The guy holds the buttstock against his nose and pulls the freaking trigger.
Right? Yeah.
And then lives to tell about it.
Right?
I don't think even
Plus,
he got blood in that.
Yeah. I don't. And whenever you're shooting a semi-auto, it's the recoil isn't quite as much because it takes some of the recoil away to actuate the mechanism to cycle. But so anyway, that's how this video starts off, and then it's got some guy who's supposed to be a firearms expert turns around and is talking to him, saying, "Okay, this is what it's like in just shooting," and he shoots off a couple rounds, and he turns around and says, "Now, this is what it's like when you go full semi-auto." And he starts pulling the trigger as fast as he can. And I tell you, Todd, at this point, I literally had blood shooting out of my eyes, squirted across the room, and covered the screen of my computer that I was watching this on. It made me so upset, angry. I couldn't believe the stupidity of this guy who's supposed to be a firearms expert.
Were you getting ready to go full semi-auto?
I was ready to go full semi-auto on this guy. Oh my gosh. And I think the comment I wrote on your Facebook page is, "What in the name of Charlton Heston's ass is full semi-auto?" Oh my gosh.
Well, this guy knows.
He sure does. Boy, he's an expert.
And I loved it when he said, "I'm going to go full semi-auto." Now, I'm probably not going to hit what I'm shooting at. So
right. It's just going to spread all over the room back there.
You'll see that when I bring it back because you're a professional and you just went full semi-auto. Right. Not partial, not half, but
full semi-auto.
Full semi-auto.
I guess before that, he was shooting empty semi-auto?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
That's what he was doing. So anyhow, a bunch of freaking yahoos out there. And then there was another one
So there's an affiliate, NBC affiliate in Montana that pulled a video off of YouTube of a guy shooting a watermelon with a 12 gauge shotgun. I mean, you can see the camera is pointing over
This is the best
the
one
shoulder
yet.
of the guy shooting. He kind of pulls his shotgun up, and you can see it's a shotgun. You can see he's got a nylon gadget around his buttstock that has 12 gauge rounds in it.
And you can see him chamber around.
Right, chamber there out.
Shoots a
Chick,
pump.
chick. It's a pump. He shoots the watermelon. Of course,
Explodes.
the watermelon disintegrates, and then he cycles around, and you see the shotgun shell flying past the screen.
And it says, "Watch." Something about watch the destruction of the AR-15 can cause.
See the destructive power of the AR-15. Except it's really just a 12 gauge shotgun, but we're gonna pretend it's an AR-15.
It's a black gun of some kind, so it must be inherently evil
And racist.
and racist.
Anyway, yeah, that an affiliate in Montana of all places. Oh, it's just unbelievable, the
The
stupidity.
stupidity that came
Absolute
across the
stupidity.
internet, that came
Yeah.
across the news. I saw that guy. This is the one I don't know if I sent you this one or not.
Huh? Which one?
There's a sheriff down there in Florida is talking, and he's talking about school shootings.
Okay.
And he mentioned back, he goes, they want teachers to carry firearms. People want teachers to carry firearms. He goes, well, let me point out that at Sandy Hook, of all places, the Sandy Hook school shooting, most of the staff they were females. The people in the office, most of them were females. The teachers, they were all females. He's like, where is a female going to conceal or carry a weapon at?
My gosh.
Is she going to keep it in her desk? Is she going to keep it in her purse? They don't wear belts. They don't do this. There's no way a woman can conceal a handgun. Meanwhile, this lady that conceals handguns really well in all different
Right.
ways, there's all different kinds of holsters, has reposted this on Facebook, and she goes, oh, really? She posts like 19 pictures of her
Right.
carrying a gun in a dress, in a skirt, and whatever.
I mean, and this is a woman who, she's not a woman of girth, we'll say.
Right.
And she's wearing tight-fitting clothes,
Yes.
and you can't tell she's carrying.
So this guy is just a total tool bag down there in
Completely.
Florida. I
Completely.
think what it is he just, and I guess I'm going to change my tune a little bit, but all he did is hire a bunch of his freaking Yahoo buddies, and they all want freaking paychecks. That's all it is.
Yes, right?
That's what the more and more, this guy just needs to shut up.
All of these guys.
They're
And
ruining their case.
the MSNBC guy report, they had a guy on that was supposedly ex-military and used to go in and shoot up terrorists and a whole bunch of other horse shit. And he comes on and says that you cannot have guns in schools because the cops are just going to shoot the teachers with the guns. It's an idiotic argument to give them to the teachers because they're just going to get shot up by the police.
Well, depends. Are you sending in the Florida police?
Well, right. Well, if you're sending in the Broward County
they
Sheriff's
go- if
Office,
they go in.
they're not going to go in anyway. They're just going to sit out front and create a perimeter.
And here's something that we talked about that I mentioned too. I think that maybe teachers should be armed, but I don't think you need to force teachers to be armed if they don't want to be. You need to take the people that already legally carry on their own, on their personal time, and allow them to carry at work.
That are comfortable
Offer them
with
some
it.
training if you feel like it. Make sure they have a permit where they've actually had to go out and shoot. Maybe make them qualify just by shooting. Who knows?
Yeah.
Come up with your own stipulations. But their job is not, and I'm going to say this, their job is not to do this, but a concealed carry holder's job is to not do this as well. Their job is to not chase down the shooter, chase down the active shooter, hunt him out, and shoot him or kill him or anything.
It's not their job to clear the school.
It's not. Yeah, that's right. It's their job to stay with the students, stay locked in the classroom, run, hide, fight, man.
Right.
I'm going to go over it again. Run, hide, fight. If you can get you and the students out safely, do so. If you cannot do so safely, then you hide. If that's hide in a classroom, barricade a door, hide in a closet, wherever you have to barricade yourself and hide, do so. You do that, the teachers are armed, and then if the shooter comes to the door and is able to get in, you are there, you have a firearm, you can protect yourself, you can protect the students, but you don't want to leave the students if you're the one with the freaking firearm that's going to protect them.
Right. Don't go chase the guy down if you just scare him off.
I'm not going to go hunt
Yeah.
someone down in my house, to be 100% honest with you.
Right.
Our bedrooms are upstairs. I'm going to round people up or I'm going to take him back to my room, or I'm going to say the stairs is where I'm at. You
Right.
come up the stairs is game on. I don't care what you take downstairs.
Right.
I'm not going to clear my house. It's unsafe. I haven't been trained to do so. They shouldn't expect teachers to do that, or teachers shouldn't expect themselves to do it, or take upon themselves the responsibility to do that in a school.
Right.
The responsibility is for the students.
Right.
And that's what you need to protect with that firearm. If they let you carry one at school, you're not trying to clear, you're not trying to do all these, these SWAT tactics. That's not you. That's not you at all.
They're not going to train them up to be a special operations.
Right.
Absolutely not.
And if you are a teacher and you want to carry a gun in school because that's what you want to be, you're nuts. That's the wrong reason to do that.
Right.
It's not your job.
Not your job to chase them down.
So, anyhow, got me a little worked up there, Dean.
True.
So,
I one of the comments I put on, I think I wrote it back to you, is that was so stupid it gave me cancer.
yeah, there's a bunch of stupid stories that came through, but there's also some other stories, and I want to bring this up, and it might get just a smidge political. We'll start with this one. So you have all these gun owners, okay? These people that fight die hard for gun rights, and they're not going to take it from us, and they're not going to do that. We got these shootings happening, active shooter situations. You're not taking my guns. You're not taking anything. You're not. You know what? Let's wait till we're 21. let's make people wait till they're 21 to buy long guns. Let's do this. Let's do that. Maybe an AR-15 is a bad thing. Maybe that And I'm thinking, dude, it's all or nothing.
Right.
Who are you? What do you believe in? Why are you going to fold like the freaking NRA is folding? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? You can't do both. It's all or nothing. I mean, am I out of place here?
Well, no. You cannot buy a pistol until you're 21.
Well, right. I understand.
So how
that.
else are you going to protect yourself, for Pete's sake?
Right.
I mean, maybe if you want AR-15s, okay, whatever. That's giving up rights. That's not good. But they're really talking about taking away all
if you
firearms
go to war
sales.
at 18 and you can hand them a rifle,
you sure as hell should be able to come home and protect
buy
yourself
a
with
rifle.
it.
Yeah. And another thing too, and I'm not. Here's the thing. I didn't vote for Trump. Okay, I didn't vote for Trump. Do I like the guy? Has he impressed me so far? So far I don't disagree with I agree with a lot of stuff that he's done.
Did you vote Green Party?
I did vote Green Party.
Did you take ecstasy and vote Green Party?
Maybe just a little bit.
That's on the warning package of ecstasy. When you get that from your street dealer, it says may cause you to vote green. Throw your vote away in the Green Party.
I may have just a little bit.
Read the insert.
I will. I couldn't read after
package
I took
insert.
that crap.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, getting back to this.
Trump, okay?
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of stuff he's done up till now. But everyone who is pro-Trump, pro-this, pro-that, he's going to do great. Up till now, he's done nothing for gun rights. He hasn't ruined gun rights, but he hasn't done anything good for gun rights.
Right.
So now he's getting a little pressure. And now what's he saying? I've heard both sides. You don't know what he's going to do, and he may just keep it that way. But now he's talking about, well, we need to do something. We need to do this. We need to arm some teachers. I understand that's a good thing. Well, maybe we need to let them get a hold of these guns until they're 21. Maybe we need to do this. So now he's starting to fold a little bit is what he sounds like. Granted, nothing has been done.
Right.
But
he made some scary comments the
where
other
is
day.
your savior now?
Yeah, some scary comments the other day. He had Dianne Feinstein in the room sitting next to him. They were just having an open discussion on gun rights. And Mike Pence was there, and Mike Pence, our vice president, and he's talking about how you need to have due process. We need to be able to identify these people and take them through due process and make sure that we don't violate their rights, but at the same time that we make sure that they're getting the care that they need.
Right.
Well, and Trump pipes up, oh, no, I'm in favor of taking away the guns first and then doing due rights. Because the courts are too slow, and if you wait for the courts on it, then they're going to go kill people. So that really freaked out a lot of people.
And then he looked over at Dianne Feinstein.
And he said, why don't you add all that stuff to this bill we're trying to put in? The
one that
things
she's been trying to get for years.
Yeah. And she was giddy.
Yeah.
Giddy, smiling bigger than a horse.
That's a big problem. That's a big problem if it's made Dianne Feinstein happy.
The next day, the White House released some press releases that kind of walked back his statements on that. So someone probably got him by the ear and said, listen, you can't trample civil rights.
So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to see. But you know what? I don't even know.
I don't know.
The only guy right now that's in politics right now that I can see that's really fighting for your rights, it's really going after him, Ted Cruz.
True.
Ted Cruz is all about us.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I just find it really interesting.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna,
kinda-
where's your God now?
Your Trump God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was really annoyed during the same way. These people that are all in for Trump, that are all everything for Trump. Trump. He's the best. He's going to save us. But at the same time, you get so annoyed with these people that are never Trumpers.
Yeah.
The extremes on both sides are just a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending verbal diarrhea coming out of both sides.
That was rather descriptive.
True.
So
Explosive.
oral
Diarrhea.
Okay.
It's horrible. I hate it. That's why I stay off Facebook.
Yum.
Because you can't really have a decent conversation anymore. It's just yelling and screaming.
It is.
And then it always devolves into personal attacks.
And on our radio show, it's kind of what I caught us doing on our radio show too.
Yeah.
We weren't attacking each other by any means, but we were doing, when this shooting first happened, the first radio show after that happened, we were talking on air, and I said, what's going to happen? The left's going to say that. I said it here too. The left's going to say this. The right's going to do this. This person's going to say this. We're going to fight. We're going to argue. We're going to throw all these things out there. Nothing's going to get accomplished.
Nothing's going to stick. Nothing will be done.
And then they're going to go back to attacking the gun, which is not the real. It was just not what you need to go to. That's not the real solution. And they're like, yeah. So I was like, we need to have a better conversation. We need to talk about mental health. We need to talk about the checks that were in place and why weren't they reported on, and how this slipped through the cracks.
How did this guy slip through the cracks with all the warnings to law enforcement?
Yep. So a couple weeks later, I'm on the radio show on Friday.
Yeah.
And what are we talking about? Them wanting to ban the firearm and this and that. And we got caught right up in that again, because that's all they're going to focus on is that.
Yeah.
We got caught right up again, and I myself was guilty of not talking about the real problem.
Right.
And I really think this is going to be like this, and people are going to talk. It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk,
and nothing will be done.
and it's going to happen again.
So I heard a really good point the other day listening to the radio. Guy says, so whenever we have a bombing, who do they blame? The bomber or the pressure cooker or the company that made the fertilizer?
Yeah.
Who gets blamed? You blame the bomber.
The Unabomber, yeah.
Okay, so let's say someone is killed by a drunk driver. Who do they blame? They blame the car. They blame the car manufacturer. They blame the beer company that got the guy drunk. No, they blame the guy.
Yeah.
Now, let's say there's a shooting. Who do they blame? It's not the guy. It's the gun. The guns are so damn dangerous.
It's because they want the guns to be gone. They've created this. We've created this as a society, okay? And I'm going to jump on in here and say, we've broke down the family. They broke down the family. They've been doing this 30 years ago. This didn't happen like this.
Yeah.
They broke down the family. One mom, one dad, two moms, two dads. I mean, whatever it is, they broke down the family. No one's held accountable. Kids don't get disciplined. They're not held accountable. They always win. They have nothing to work for, nothing to strive for. They're brought up as, you can't do this. You can't say this to them. You might hurt their feelings. They need a safe place. No one knows what the hell gender they are anymore.
Oh, gosh.
No one knows anything.
And what the hell's a safe place?
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely
There is no such thing.
It's definitely not a gun-free zone.
Certainly not.
So we have created this. These kids, no one's held accountable. We've filled them full of, and I'm not blaming TV and video games. We filled them full of violent TV. We've normalized that, desensitized them to that, desensitized them to that on the video games. And I'm not saying outlaw video games. I'm not saying outlaw TVs. We had video games when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
But it's all
Pong.
this stuff.
You had Pong.
I had Pong. That's right. Pac-Man. So
Okay,
we had all this stuff, and we created this. We created this. The left has created this. I don't know who's we've all created this.
Right.
This is a society problem.
It is.
It is a mental problem. It's everything that we fed our kids. Everything we've fed them over time. I don't even know how else to explain this.
Right. And I have a hard time saying it's all the left fault.
It's not.
Because, man, there's a lot of people on the right that are just as wrong-headed. And
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like left. And to be honest with you, I don't even like right anymore.
I don't like far right either.
Because you know what? They're all almost in one anymore.
Seriously, yeah.
And so we've created this.
The continuum is not so much right versus left being on your x-axis. It's actually the y-axis, which is tyranny versus freedom. Because you can have tyranny with far right, you can have tyranny with far left. That's what the axis really is tyranny versus freedom, not right versus left.
And it creates these people that we have today, the people that want to give in on some of the gun laws, the good gun stuff that we have right now. So you got people that actually are trying to give up some give up some of their freedom to gain security.
Right. And in the end,
you don't have both.
They're not going to have either.
They're not going to have either.
True.
And so it's
Benjamin Franklin, right?
I think so, and I don't know the exact.
Or was it Bill Nye? I don't know.
The science.
Stephen Hawking. I can't remember.
So anyhow, it's kind of a crazy deal.
It is. No, you're right. No one gets held responsible for anything anymore.
Nobody.
No one. Yeah, it's not my fault. You owe me.
That's right.
That's the problem. We've changed from realizing that the Constitution guarantees equality of opportunity, not equality of endpoints.
Right.
Right.
So anyhow, that's about as deep as this show gets.
Well, we could. Okay, yeah, that's good.
What else? There was something else I was going to bring up, and Dean.
Yeah.
Back to the small talk now.
Oh.
I've been really proud lately, the last few classes I've done, the last few shooting outings that I have gone on.
Uh-huh.
Because I have this awesome new bag.
Right.
That was left here. If you've listened to the previous shows, you'll realize that gun bag, it's like a big 511 bag, probably a $200 or $180 bag. Really nice bag.
Yeah.
Got all my guns, all my magazines, my ammo, everything in it I could possibly need.
It's a bag within a bag.
I need a freaking forklift to move it around till I get it full. Someone left it here.
Yeah, from a class. Yeah,
from a class. And I called him and said, hey, you left your bag here. He called me and said, did I leave my bag here? Yes, your bag is here. We've settled on that. I'm like, come and get it, or I will take it to you. What? Oh, don't worry about it. Just keep it there. I'm busy. I'll come get it sometime. So there it's set in my Scout. Set there for like a month.
Yeah.
And what did I do the other day? I started using it.
Yeah.
Because it was there.
And it's a nice bag.
It was better than mine.
It's a great range bag.
I've been using it for a month and a half, something like that.
It's a great place to store everything.
Well,
it's got a pocket for everything.
Time has maybe come to an end.
Uh-oh.
He called me.
Uh-oh.
The owner of the bag called me last night.
Uh-huh.
And he wasn't asking about the bag. He was asking about this teacher's class that I'm putting on.
Oh.
And he goes, but I'm the guy that left the bag there. And I'm like,
oh, son of a...
I was like, about that bag. Do you want that back?
Right.
He goes, yeah, sometime. I was like, well, I can bring it to you. By the way, I've been using this, right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, but that's okay.
Does it smell like burnt unique?
It might be. It might.
Unique.
So anyhow, I might have to pony up the funds and go buy my own damn bag.
Oh, shoot.
Which I won't do. I'll just go back to dumping everything in my freaking backpack again.
Well, according to a local lobbyist group, all you guys are about money anyway that teach.
That's
you got to be rolling in money, according to them.
Rolling in dough.
Right. Our local lobbyists saying, all these teachers, they're just rolling in money.
That's why I've got this awesome mixer board right here and this huge, large screen monitor. And that's it. That's exactly it, Dean.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I look around. I don't even have outlet covers on half the outlets in here.
I didn't even notice that.
Poor.
There's a piece of tape on the one covering up one switch on the wall. When you switch that, what does it flip a breaker?
It blows a breaker.
It blows a breaker.
That's how I got heaters plugged into the wall in here.
Yeah.
I'm all about the money.
Yeah, a couple of shows ago, I didn't want to tell you this to freak you out, but while we were sitting here, Todd is his back is to the wall, and he's got a flag over his.
Is there a big spider back
there? There was a huge, big brown spider that crawled out from underneath the flag. This is like 3 weeks ago, Todd. 3 weeks ago, crawled out from under the flag and then crawled back up underneath.
I'm pretty sure he had murder on his mind. Come, you didn't tell me. I could have ducked. You could have shot it with the revolver. Throwing a magnet at it.
I didn't want to freak out our
our grenade over there.
Right.
Clear this.
Oh, I
room
could have
out.
got your K-bar here and just thrown it right at him and sawed him in half.
Yeah, I'm sure you.
I
throw
mean,
a knife great.
he wasn't monstrous. He was,
He wanted to kill me.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he went and hid.
So
Yeah, that was probably the show where you weren't carrying. That's why he made an appearance. I don't.
yeah, I'm not carrying now
Oh,
either.
shoot.
So anyhow, I have got big news.
Yeah.
We talked about doing this on the last show, and I went ahead Sunday morning, and I got this all figured out, and I put this out on Facebook, and I'm thinking that people that listen to the podcast, they may not be on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because I got zero response for this. I have set up, we are getting so large, I've set up what I'm calling the Patriot Defense Podcast Hotline. If you want to put something in the show. Now, we can't get you on live because I don't have that big giant mixer board we were talking about.
Right.
Okay? I don't know how to do that. I can barely run what I have.
We're actually both standing over a 1980s Walkman.
We're recording straight into the Walkman.
Straight to the Walkman.
And when we get done to upload this to the internet, I'm going to use the cassette tape and a floppy disk, and I'm going to put them into my Commodore 64. So we actually do these show 2 weeks in arrears.
Just it takes that long to download, to transfer.
To upload, yes. Anyhow, I've got this hotline that you guys can call, and I'll take this number down. It's 208-696-4397. That's 1-208-696-4397. Now, what that is, that I'll call into the Google voicemail something or other.
Uh-huh.
Leave a comment about the show. If you want to say, hey, look at this is Pedro in Mexico.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
That's right. Say that. I will play that on the freaking podcast. Okay?
And you people in Sweden, for whatever the hell language you speak over there.
Swedenese. So call in, leave a message. If you want to have a question that you want to ask us, ask it. We will play it and we will answer it on the podcast. Now, if you have a self-defense story that you want to share with us, share that on there. Call and we'll share that on the show. Leave a message about that. Now, you may have to call in maybe twice. I don't know how many minutes the voicemail leaves you. Just start with stating your name, where you're calling from, and your question or your story. And if you run out of time, just call back, say your name again, and just keep going. And I will work my editing magic. It'd take me freaking 3 weeks to do it. I know.
With that Commodore 64,
that's tough.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I will get it figured out, and we will get it on the. We want to hear from people, even if it's just to say hi. Maybe you have a range report. Maybe you bought a new gun. Maybe you don't like our show, and you think I'm an idiot, and maybe you think Dean laughs too much. I don't know. We want to know. We will play it on the show. We will answer it.
And we'll comment.
We will comment. I'm not saying how we're going to comment. It probably just depends on your comment.
Right.
But we will do something like that. So call this number. That's 1-208-696-4397. And what I'll do is I will put this number in the what they call the show notes. So when I upload
the
show notes.
Oh, notes.
When I upload this podcast, I do all kinds of crap and do some editing. And I'd be honest with you, I don't edit anything.
Right.
But when I upload it, I got to put in some keywords and kind of a description. I'll put this number in the show notes so you can find it there.
Sweet.
Now, no. If you think that I'm not putting enough time and effort into this podcast, and you don't think Dean is either, because all he does is come and talk in the freaking mic. I'm the one that does everything on the computer.
I just show up.
No offense, Dean.
True, I just show up.
I don't edit right now. You could probably tell that from the quality of the podcast. What I do is we get done doing this show. I take my little SD card out. I put it in my computer. I add the intro to it, and I hit send. That's all I do.
Right.
Now I'm going to have to do some editing, which I'm looking forward to because that means
It'll force you to.
the show is growing.
Yeah, it'll force you how to learn how to use that Walkman there.
So another little thing too, and I'm going to make a clarification. So before each show, after each pre-podcast meeting, we check levels. Our levels aren't always perfect, folks. I am getting used to figuring out how to run all this stuff. Okay, I got some new stuff I'm going to try. We're continually trying to improve this. We have day jobs, we have family, we have businesses we run and whatnot.
Right,
We're trying to get this figured out. We get better at this, but we always record a little bit of our voices, kind of just to test some levels, and we talk about some goofy crap. Dean talks about some goofy crap.
It's I'm sorry, Todd. It's all me.
It's all you know.
It truly is.
We have a good time, and if it's funny enough, and some of it's a little weird, some of it's a little goofy, I will put it as an outtake at the end of the show.
Right.
I don't always leave a gap between when we say goodbye and enough of a gap. Okay, so the outtake will be there. I'm going to try to leave a bigger gap. So if you hear that and you text me and you say, have you listened to the show? There's part of it on there that may not be what you want to hear. Or it shouldn't have been on there. No, it's meant to be. We're just idiots like that. We like to be goofy. We like to play that crap. So we're going to do it.
It's part of the therapy of the show.
It is part of the therapy of the show.
Sorry, my cold is still kicking me.
Yeah,
in the
it
backside.
is. So, anything else to talk about, Dean?
Oh, it's been a week, I tell you.
It has.
It has. So stressful reading all these stories from these idiots. And
yeah, I'm anxious to see what this next week's going to bring.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to try to skip out of church, and I'm just going to come out here and sit out in the war room.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We're going to, what'd you say?
Decompress,
and we're going to PowerPoint, watch some TV. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll go on YouTube and find some good gun videos or something.
Right. Watch General Conference in the background, huh?
Yeah, no.
No, don't.
Probably not.
You heathen.
I'm a heathen. That's right. So, anyhow, I just want to say thank you again to our listeners, our subscribers.
Yeah, all 12 of you. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Right.
Continue to share it with your friends. I shared it with people today in my class. I think I might get some new listeners, new subscribers. So that's good. Share it with your friends. Keep posting it up. Share it. We're slowly growing. We're kind of holding steady, but we grow a little bit here and there. And that's all we're looking for. That's all we're asking for.
Right.
Share it with everyone you know.
Yeah, we're here just to have a fun time.
I went ahead on Facebook, and I joined a bunch of gun pages on Facebook. And I'm just looking for the right time to insert a link to our podcast in one of the conversations.
Oh, good job.
Probably once I do that, they're going to kick me off.
Right.
You're not supposed to solicit.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm going to jump on there and do it anyway.
Do it quick and see how many people tag it.
Yeah,
right?
we'll get it all figured out. So.
Yeah, go to like Media Matters and Politico.
There you go.
And all these places and fire
all
it
towns for gun safety.
Right, every town.
Every town for gun safety.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I think we're done tonight.
It's good conversation tonight.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I hope we didn't bore you.
Right.
And Dean's got to go slough through the mud here, get out of my lot, get out of my driveway.
Right, go mud bogging out your driveway there.
Your kids probably got the house tore up, right?
Oh, yeah.
And your wife's
we'll see. They got the neighbor's house torn up. They went across the street to watch a
Did you
video.
take their key from them and say, you stay here till Daddy gets home?
No, we got a keypad.
Oh, okay.
Push pad. And the wife's over in Nampa right now.
Spending all your money?
She's spending the money. Yeah, we're going to do a kitchen remodel, and she went over to pick up a double oven from someone that had a refurbished one for sale for $300 instead of $1,200. That's brand new, so we're saving money, except that we have to pay all that money in time for her to go over and pick the damn thing up.
So who's doing the remodel?
We're paying someone else to do it.
Are you?
I asked her, please, just get someone else to do it, because she'll start it, and she can do it, but I have to help. And I have...
You have a podcast
I have a podcast. I got a job. I need to work on the butt groove in my chair at home. I've got to get my motorcycle up and running. I tell you, I have a strong aversion to hard work.
That's why he does a podcast.
And that's why I do a podcast. That's right.
So anyhow, we're going to leave this time for good. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you next week. Thanks for listening. Bye. Dean's over there looking like he's getting arrested. Let's see if this thing works, by the way.
I'm just trying to contain the potty talk. I'm sorry, Todd.
Put your hands behind your back.